Good afternoon. Please be seated. In the spirit of the Jesuit practice of composition of place, we acknowledge that Gonzaga University resides on the homeland of the Spokane tribal people. This land holds the cultural DNA and the spirit of the first peoples of this place, the people of the river. It is their ancestors who are here and bring forth the power of this place, the knowledge that comes from the land. We are grateful to be on this land and ask for its support as we work to manifest our intentions during this gathering of hearts, minds, and spirits. As Gonzaga University's provost, it is my privilege to welcome all of you to the university's 131st commencement exercises. On behalf of the university, I extend a special welcome to the families and friends of our graduates, many of whom have traveled great distances to join in this public celebration of our students' achievements. This is indeed a day to celebrate all students receiving their graduate degrees, and especially the 524 who are present here today. Commencement is an annual occasion at which the university recognizes the successful completion of years of study by our students and the beginnings of a new stage in their lives. It is also an occasion when we recognize individuals who embody the university's mission and commitments. In doing both, we continue the nearly 500-year-old and still vital project of Jesuit, Catholic, and humanistic education. In that tradition, Gonzaga has welcomed and educated and conferred degrees upon thousands of students. We are so very proud of all that they have accomplished on this part of their educational journey and delighted to celebrate this important milestone with all of you. Please stand as we sing the American and Canadian national anthems. Following the national anthems, Father Lawrence Gonza of the Society of Jesus will deliver the invocation.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still
Let us pray. Almighty, ever-present and ever-loving God, in your wisdom and love, you surround us with the mysteries of the universe and with the gift of love. We thank you for the blessing of this special day, which you have generously made for us, and in which we all rejoice and are glad. We give you thanks for all the men and women graduating today. Thank you for the challenges and opportunities they have embraced, the love and support they have experienced and shared, the friendships they have established during their time at Gonzaga University. Thank you for growing in each one of them and for granting them the grace to grow in you. We also thank you for the invaluable gift of family, friends, and teachers who have supported them and taught them by word and example that true wisdom and love come from you alone. May the wisdom these graduates have acquired in our community of Gonzaga prove to be a blessing for them and for others. And as we end our celebration this beautiful and memorable afternoon, send your Holy Spirit upon each one of us here present, that we may be filled with gratitude and joy for the gift of all our graduates. Come, Holy Spirit, and fill our hearts with love and joy. Amen.
Thank you to our exceptional student a cappella group, the Big Bing Theory, and thank you, Father Gonza. Please be seated, everyone. I have the great honor of introducing Dr. Thane McCullough, Gonzaga University's 26th president. A social psychologist by discipline, he received his bachelor degree from Gonzaga University and his Doctor of Philosophy from Oxford University. Dr. McCullough has served Gonzaga in numerous positions since he first joined the university over 34 years ago. He brings to his work as president a finely honed knowledge of our institution and an intimate knowledge of and passion for its mission of providing excellent education that challenges students to achieve their fullest potential as human beings. Dr. McCullough is a nationally recognized leader in Jesuit higher education. Please join me in welcoming Gonzaga University President, Dr. Thane McCullough.
Thank you, Provost Kopp. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. To our provost and my administrative colleagues, our academic deans, the vice provosts and associate provosts, members of the faculty, staff and administrators, distinguished honoree and today's commencement keynote speaker, Angelique Albert, who recipient of the President's Award of Distinction, Whitney Franklin, graduate student speaker, Tracy Madden McMahon, honored family, members, and special guests, but especially you, the graduates of Gonzaga University's class of 2024, welcome to graduation. It is a privilege to be with all of you today. Before we begin well-deserved celebrations for our graduates, let's take a moment to remember and to celebrate those who are or who have been mom for all of us. in honor of all moms and mothers, I would like to ask the mothers here today if you would please rise and let us recognize you on this Mother's Day weekend. Today is a day for many things. It is a day for reflection. It is a day for giving thanks. It is a day for celebrating for all of us. To you, the graduate of the class of 2024, we recognize the remarkable achievements that have led to this day, the granting of your master's or doctoral degrees. If you think back to the day you first began your graduate studies, it was a very different moment. Some of you entered your graduate programs immediately after undergraduate work, but many of you, perhaps most of you, pursued graduate degrees having first spent time entering the professional world and gaining hands-on practical experience. The difference from when you began your studies to where you are today is truly nothing short of remarkable. We need to consider the critical lessons to be learned from this time that we are living through. A greater awareness of the divisions that cleave our society, a greater empathy for suffering, and the random impact of disease, a greater appreciation for people's need and ability to adapt to changing circumstances. One of the hopes for impacts of deeper awareness and knowledge is that we can more readily shift our perspective, enabling creativity and problem solving rather than despair and frustration to dominate our mindset and our work. Indeed, it is my belief that being able to shift one's perspective from that of imposition, deficiency, and limitation to one that instead sees the potential and opportunity that comes from integrating this experience into what you already know and using what you've learned to benefit yourself and others. These will allow you to be greatly advantaged across many situations to come. On behalf of all of us here at Gonzaga, thank you. Thank you for your willingness and dedication to commit to your studies as Gonzaga students with such fortitude. It has been nothing short of extraordinary to witness firsthand how tremendously committed you all have been in the face of circumstances these last 3 years that none of us have ever been witness to before. Today, many of you are joined by family and friends and other loved ones who are watching from afar. They know better than most what sacrifices you have made to get to this point in your life and in your career, and we are so proud to be able to celebrate with you all today. Any of us who have pursued a graduate degree can appreciate the many challenges and frustrations which come from having to constantly juggle time for studies and research with the demands of family, an often unfulfilled desire to maintain friendships, and working to make ends meet. While the specifics will be unique for each and every one of you, I have no doubt that you too have experienced similar struggles, frustrations, and moments even of experienced failure along the path of your educational journeys. Of course, This experienced reality not only makes today's accomplishment a sweeter celebration, it underscores the point that achievement is measured in no small part by the nature of the adversity that one has endured along the way. Indeed, if your work at Gonzaga has been truly successful, you now understand at an even deeper level that true learning often emerges from situations and opportunities we might least expect. In fact, I am certain the application of your learning in your personal, professional, and communal lives will be most fruitfully applied in the least predictable occasions, times, and places. Graduations are about achievement, but at a fundamental level, they are about hope. You, our graduates, will go forth today with the unquenchable hope that emerges from the practical tools that make you competent and capable, the innovative thoughts that will solve real-world problems, and the human and humane values that will sustain you in times of trial. The Jesuit concept of the magis, the greater, the even more, that which makes things add up to more than the sum of their parts, exists only in the context of hope. Because without it, doing more, being more, creating more is simply not achievable. The Jesuit tradition insists that we be people of hope, bringers of hope to a flawed world. Hope is what makes imagining a better future possible. You, our graduates, are the ones who will define the future we all will experience and share. And so on this day, you fill us with hope, and that alone is worthy of celebration. It is with sincere appreciation for the sacrifices that you and those who love and have supported you have made that I join with all of my colleagues in congratulating you. You have been a gift to us, you inspire us, and we are grateful to have been with you on this part of your journey. It has been my honor to serve as your president, for it allows me this day, on behalf of the entire Gonzaga community, to wish you all the best and Godspeed. Congratulations to you, the class of 2024.
Thank you, President McCullough. And now if I could ask President McCullough and Ms. Whitney Franklin to come closer to the podium. Today, we recognize a long-serving member of the Gonzaga University employee community for her committed leadership and dedicated service. For Whitney Franklin, working at Gonzaga University has always been about the why. Supporting donors, alumni, fans, and friends of the university, Whitney knows the value of creating opportunities to express gratitude and show our constituents the impact they have on our students in unique and inventive ways. Since 2007, Whitney has gifted our institution with her creativity and unmatched talents, serving in myriad roles. Most recently as the Director of Strategic Initiatives in the University Advancement Division. From the launching and closing of the largest fundraising campaign in university history, to serving on the Pandemic Response Task Force, to building a cohesive team on the Staff Assembly Executive Council, Whitney's talents know no bounds. In January 2020, Whitney was elected to the role of Staff Assembly President and shortly thereafter found that her duties would involve supporting the university's efforts to remain operational during a global pandemic. Leading and engaging in new ways at a time of extreme uncertainty and stress, Whitney helped to keep Gonzaga unified with consummate humility and emotional intelligence, building trust across the campus and ensuring the Assembly's work was always guided by Gonzaga's mission. Joe Poss, Vice President for Advancement, shares that Whitney's leadership philosophy has always been to ask, how can we be better? And how are the people working on this being supported? What do they need? She is a bright light on Gonzaga University's campus, inspiring colleagues and encouraging everyone to focus on our educational mission, even as she advocates for the best work environment possible for employees. Current Staff Assembly President Matt Eastman adds, Whitney exemplified the profound impact of advocacy through collaboration. She led with the mindset of relationships and people first, and the precedent she set has left a lasting impact. In recognition of her visionary leadership and dedication to the work of Staff Assembly, University Advancement, and Gonzaga University, President McCullough is honored to bestow upon Gonzaga alumni Whitney Franklin the President's Award of Distinction. Congratulations. Now, if I could invite Angelique Albert forward. Angelique Albert, an enrolled member of the Confederate Salish and Kootenai tribe, is a graduate of Salish Kootenai College with degrees in Native American Studies, Liberal Arts, and a Bachelor of Arts in Human Services with an emphasis on rehabilitation. She went on to study at the University of Montana before journeying to Gonzaga University, where she earned her MBA with a concentration in American Indian entrepreneurship. Albert's career has been dedicated to public service and societal justice, working for her tribe's legal and criminal justice departments. Currently, she is the Chief Executive Officer of the Native Forward Scholars Fund, an organization that supports the formal education and empowerment of Native leaders from all sectors of our society, supporting them from undergraduate through graduate and professional degrees. In recognition of her dedication to public service, philanthropy, and social justice, and in recognition of the positive impact she is having on the lives of so many, Gonzaga University is proud to bestow on this day upon alumna Angelique Albert the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Wow, that feels good. Chestia kuke lemlem chpesia at ukut squequest Louis Quest. Those words in my Bitterroot Salish language mean good afternoon. Thank you for having me. My name is Luxfar in the morning. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. That feels so good to say. I want to thank President McCullough, the Board of Directors, the Board Chair Christy Larson, and the Board of Regents for this honor. This moment, with all of you right here, right now, this moment means the world to me. My cultural values teach me that my success is not individually mine, but that of my collective community. The same is true for each of you amazing graduates today. You are the legacy of your ancestors and those family and friends who are here to celebrate you today. Your success is our success. Your hard-earned education will be used to benefit many, and we're here to celebrate you as you further your path of service and success, service and impact. I want to say a special word to the Native graduates of the MBA AIE program. My cohort family, I am so proud that you are all representing our people in such a strong way today. I know I'm standing between you and your moment, so I'm going to make this brief. Graduates, my words of advice are simple. Find value in every voice and every perspective, and so I share one. Some of you, perhaps many of you, have heard that Native children were taken away from their parents and placed in what were called boarding schools. Now, this is a nice euphemism for institutions of cultural genocide. My grandfather, Burton Irvin, was one of these children. He had a love of music and animals. He spoke fluent Salish and Kootenai. He was taken away from his parents by force at the age of only 5 years old. He was placed in an institution called the Ursulines. When he arrived, he wasn't allowed to wear his traditional clothing. He was not allowed to speak his languages. He was subjected to verbal, physical, spiritual violence, and more. Many children did not return from these places. My grandfather was a survivor. He did this by running away at the age of 12, jumping on a train, and then evaded being caught. But the trauma of the experience stayed with him his whole life. Now, I was the lucky one. I got to grow up with him on the Flathead Indian Reservation in Montana. I wanted so bad to learn Salish and Kootenai from him, but he refused to speak either to me. I believed that he wanted to shelter me from the pain that he experienced. Now, I did learn my language from other elders at Salish Kootenai College and community members. In fact, I continue to learn today because I'm not a fluent speaker. So my grandfather's experience is also the experience of almost every Native child in this country from the late 1800s to 1969. That's my mom's generation. A few more years that could have been me. I share this story not to make anyone feel bad. I share this story in the spirit of sharing my voice and how my grandfather's experience impacted my perspective. Now, I recognize that my perspective is different than almost every single person in this room. But I also recognize that your stories are just as unique and valuable. So I'm going to ask you something, a favor. If you can look at the person next to you on your right and your left. Now, don't just peek. Like, look at them, acknowledge them, see them. And if you have time later today, learn just a little bit of their story. In a country and world that is so deeply divided, I encourage you to hear as many perspectives as you can and truly seek to understand the stories behind them. I encourage you to hear as many voices as you can, and also know that sometimes that might mean finding your own voice. That's something that didn't always come naturally to me. 6 years ago, I was asked to advise President Obama by serving on his foundation's advisory council for My Brother's Keeper Alliance. I was so honored to be able to use my voice for my people in this space. But I have to admit, I was a little intimidated when, at my first meeting, President Obama came in. Guess what I said? Absolutely nothing. The whole time I said nothing. After the meeting, I helped clean up, and 2 friends and I went to get on the elevator. When the doors opened, there were 2 Secret Service men standing there, and they said, you can't get on here. And then we heard a familiar voice say, let him on. That was horrible. But yes, I was on an elevator with President Obama, and I can't believe my professors were right. I should have had that elevator speech ready to go. I'm sitting there with my second chance of the day to use my voice, and again said absolutely nothing, while my friend Cecilia talked at about 100 miles an hour the entire way down. When we got off of the elevator, President Obama knew everything about Cecilia's work and nothing about mine. I walked away feeling like I had missed my opportunity to speak for my people and use my voice, but I did walk away with a new motto: be like Cecilia. So now when I enter those spaces, sometimes I close my eyes, take a deep breath. Sometimes I imagine my ancestors there with me so that I'm not alone. And sometimes I just be like Cecilia, use my voice. So the last meeting that I had with President Obama, he said, well, I'm sure Angelique can speak to that. And although this was not a direct invitation to speak, I inserted myself and said, yes, here are my thoughts, here are my recommendations. So the next time you're on an elevator with President Obama, it can happen, or President McCullough, or anyone else that matters to you, be like Cecilia. Channel your family story, imagine your ancestors there, whatever it takes, but use your voice for the causes you hold dear. The world needs the voice of Gonzaga graduates now more than ever. Graduates who hold Gonzaga's commitment to service near to their hearts. Lemlemch Pesia, thank you all for allowing me to share your special day with you. I know my ancestors were here today, and they were happy that I got to share a bit of their story and language with you. Now it's my hope that you share your voice and your story with pride as you make the world a better, more hopeful, more equitable place. Lemlemch.
Thank you, Angelique. Each year, we invite one of our graduates to speak to the commencement audience. This year's graduate student speaker has risen above her past missteps and is today receiving her Master of Arts in Organizational Leadership. Please join me in welcoming Tracy Madden McMahon.
Wow, what an honor to be here. Thank you to Provost Kopp and President McCullough for this very special invitation. And most of all, congratulations, graduates, to each and every one of you. When I told my husband that I had been selected to be part of commencement, he said, "Oh, that's terrifying." I'm pretty sure he was referring to the experience and not what I'll say, but we shall see. Weeks after I received my diploma from Gonzaga, a colleague asked me a question about organizational leadership, and I prefaced my response with, well, I'm not an expert, but... Wait, what? I'm not an expert? Is this me as a female somehow not owning my power? No. Is it me trying to be more likable by appearing humble? No. It turns out that a graduate degree in organizational leadership, or really a master's in anything, doesn't make me an expert, or I suppose you. While we're at it, I might as well come clean. I'm not an expert when it comes to being a wife, a mother, a friend. The list kind of goes on and on and on. Knowing that and accepting that is a really beautiful thing. I say that knowing that I'm confident if you had asked me that question about a decade ago, I would have given you a different response. Life is really funny that way. Before being named, or right after being named president and CEO, I had what you would call a life quake. And my organizational leadership classmates in back might remember that reading by Bruce Feiler. So this wasn't kind of like on the Richter scale, the lights swing gently and you think the world might be shaking a little bit. This was cataclysmic, and it shook me to my very foundation. It really made me question everything that I thought that I knew. So I know while we're here today to celebrate everything that we learned at Gonzaga, I want to talk about something equally important, which is everything that I have unlearned. Brazilian novelist Paulo Coelho says, maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming anything. Maybe it's about unbecoming everything that isn't really you, so you can be who you were meant to be in the first place. So item number one, I've unlearned reliance on certainty and control. Anybody else out there familiar with those two? Yes. I call it personal kryptonite. I'm just sure that I know the right thing to do, only me, and I'm gonna white knuckle it until I get the situation under control. Gonzaga has helped me loosen my grip on those old crutches. Instead of being certain, let's be curious about people, relationships, the world around us. We can and are wrong. Number two, I've unlearned that staying in my comfort zone keeps me safe. There is no guarantee to safety. And if you only do what you're comfortable doing, pretty soon the world can get really, really small. So let's think about doing the thing that we're scared to do, remembering that discomfort is an excellent, excellent teacher. Number three, I have unlearned that achievement equals success. This was a really hard one for me because I like a box and I like to check it off. I like to set a goal, kind of like why we're here today. I set out with Gonzaga's leadership and resilience class to climb Mount Adams, and I could see it. I could see that picture on top of the mountain. It was going to look great in my office. The problem is I didn't summit. And I can't help but think that God maybe was trying to teach me a little bit of a lesson. Our worth isn't tied to our achievements or titles or anything like that. And it turns out that striving for that next achievement isn't really the same thing as living, discovering, connecting. Let's measure our success not by the summits, right, but by the ways that we grow and that we learn. Finally, I have unlearned the need to be admired. Sure does feel good to have everyone think you have it all together until you realize that absolutely none of us do. Being seen is a gift. Give me messy and real over perfect any day of the week, and allow me and you and each other to connect in a real and meaningful way. So as we cross the stage today, let's think of our graduate degrees as that next step in both learning and unlearning. For my capstone project, I did a series of podcasts with leaders called Vulnerable Conversations. You can imagine people were just lined up. They couldn't wait to participate. One podcast was with a nationally renowned fellowship-trained oncology surgeon. We ended each podcast with a series of rapid-fire questions, which I love, as long as I'm not the one answering them. And I asked him this question. Finish the sentence. I'm still struggling with. Pause. Really long pause. And then finally, in a quieter voice, he said to me, being a better surgeon. I was stunned, literally, the breath knocked out of me. If he, someone who is at the top of the head of the class, one of the best in the world, doesn't know how fantastic he is, what chance do the rest of us have? It really just kind of kept going around and around and around in my mind. I couldn't figure it out. And then kind of I did one day. You know when your phone autocorrects and you're sending emails? Happens to me all the time. I cannot tell you how many times I've tried to send thinking of you, and instead it's become thonging of you. That is a much different message. But it happens to me 100% of the time. My name is Tracy, T-R-A-C-Y, and as soon as I type T-R, it comes up trying, not Tracy. And I thought, there's a lot of truth to that. Maybe really that's all any of us can do, is try. So here's to trying, to succeeding, to failing, to learning, and to unlearning. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Tracy. Now we come to the moment for which you've all been waiting, the conferral of degrees. As the students prepare for coming on stage, I'm pleased to introduce the deans who will direct the work of faculty and the success of their schools, providing opportunities for our students to grow and develop into human beings in service across the globe in many fields. Then, after these introductions, we will begin acknowledging each student by school in groups of their degree programs, starting with our doctoral program. Let me first introduce Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Matt Barr. Dean of the School of Business Administration, Dr. Kenneth Anderson. Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Yoli Gallardo. Dean of the School of Leadership Studies, Dr. Jeff Borden. Dean of the School of Engineering and Applied Science, Dr. Carleen Hu. And Dean of the School of Health Sciences, Dr. Julie Walter. Thank you to all the deans for their dedication to academic excellence and student success. We will now begin with the conferral of doctoral degrees. For our audience and guests, please hold your applause until all the candidates are recognized. Candidates receiving a Doctor of Educational Leadership and a Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership Studies will be presented on the south side of the stage to my right. Program chairs and faculty advisors will hood each graduate. Candidates receiving a Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia and a Doctor of Nursing Practice will be presented on the north side of the stage to my left. Program chairs and faculty advisors will hood each graduate. Dean Yoli Gallardo, please come forward.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Educational Leadership.
Dean Julie Walter, please come forward.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present candidates for the degree of Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice and for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Alicia Kim Barker.
David Mark Bastursi.
Laura Elizabeth Bast.
Charles Shelton Coffin.
Jared Christopher Brimhall.
Sarah Marie Hopkins.
Abigail Stork Hunsinger.
Kristen Elizabeth Moyles.
Garrett McFerrin Glover.
Samantha Brienne Mathai.
Kirsty Janae Gorthy.
Maria Avelina Puga.
Christina Lynn Aber.
Claudia Garcia Sass.
Benjamin David Ryberg Orth.
Rachel Terrell.
Chance William Raver.
Jackie Arnice Thomas.
Christopher Michael Shores.
Yvette Linda Tovar Herrera.
Kaylee Alexis Smith.
Wendy Sue Zarea.
Shelly Ann Wentz.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership Studies.
Matthew Broderick Krause.
Crystal K. Demoni Hendrickson.
Kevin Wendell Matheny Sr.
Victoria Li Wei Zhu.
Blaze Burnham. Catherine G. Bush. Stephanie Ann Eli Martin. Laquita Jeanette Moultrie. Molly Jean Ayers, employee. Vicky Jean Daniels, employee. Erin Kathleen Davis. John D. Gibbons. Lawrence Achal Caligonza. Corey Stephen McPherson. Kevin Charles Parker. Mohammed Rashed. Misha Rouser. Louise Barbara Sullivan.
Congratulations to all of our doctoral graduates. We now move on to the conferral of master's degrees. Presenting on the north side to my left are the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business Administration, and the School of Health Sciences. Presenting on the south side to my right is the School of Education and the School of Leadership Studies. Dr. Matt Barr, Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, please come forward.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present master's degree candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences.
Dr. Yoli Gallardo, Dean of the School of Education, please come forward.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present master's degree candidates for the School of Education.
John Roxandich.
Ada Marie Bravo.
Dina Carr.
Rachel Randall.
Randy Hummel.
Kaylee Glenn Makiko Floyd.
Kyle Norton Klemensick.
Destiny Jade Fonseca.
Bailey Elizabeth Plumley. This concludes the conferring of degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I'm pleased to present master's degree candidates for the School of Business Administration.
Hannah Beth Ackerman.
Annie Garrett.
Jane Catherine Anderson.
Jackson Guzzo.
Austin Pennington Cartwright.
Tara Kelly.
Riley Grace Clark.
Eli Quentin Lenig.
Ethan Davis.
Jane Livingston.
Alexis Roberta Deadmarsh.
Kristen Francine McCormack.
Travis Roy Derrick.
Emily Marie Oliver.
Quinn Dean.
Adriana Olson.
Tedra Irene Everett.
Erin Michelle Popelka.
Karina Garzon.
Madeline Wade Kreutz.
Jeremiah Ryan Guest.
Karina Jean Smith.
Tessa Ramsey Hansen.
Sydney Wright.
Delaney Hepner.
Tegan Elizabeth Brindley.
Mason Justice Lee.
Sarah Bussey.
Jason Michael Lembo.
Rose Lena Gilman.
Kelly Ray Monder.
Emily Gabrielle Datar.
Kelly Tierney McCarthy.
Emily Ann Griffin.
John Warren McLaughlin.
Brandon Roger Johnson.
Michaela Genevieve Morgan.
Lana J. Rocks.
Nathan Robert Shue.
Olivia Lee Schneider.
Elizabeth Tinker Shannon.
Hayden Dorner.
Duk Nak Min Tran.
Layla L. Ali.
Joshua Winchester.
Audrey Kennedy.
Yang Yu.
Madeline Ann Laporte.
Jessica Doreen Augustine.
Sarah Nicole Lertora.
Camlin William Bain.
Hannah Niblock.
Erica Vanessa Belmontes.
Angelica Romero Sanchez.
Caleb Evan Bilodeau.
Zoe Elizabeth Williams.
Kirsten Bolin.
Melanie Alyssa Almada.
Nicole Peyton Carey.
Parker Jane Austin.
Kaylin Carlson, employee.
Ronald Alexander Baines.
Sin Yun Chen.
Meredith Cecilia Blattner.
Aaron Cuellar.
Kristen Burke.
Lauren Villarreal Diaz.
Shen.
Madison Dolores Deadmarsh.
Adam Joseph Chakosky.
Stephanie Ann Galbraith, employee.
Jamie Olivia Copeland.
Rose Gele.
Sydney Jean Dodge.
Jialong Gu.
Mark Craig Ellis.
Jack Guth, employee.
just a sec. Jingjiao Fu.
Nalab Hedari.
Thomas Harry Gallagher.
Hyungzang Han.
Jordan Gregg.
Hogan Carlson Hatzenbeiler.
Benjamin Drew Einson.
Connor Helgeson.
Zhu Yen Lu.
Katarina Holbrook.
Ryan Malarkey.
Ty Hunter Hosack.
Perrin Blanche Sarot.
Yunchen Che.
Hongfa Liang.
Victoria Ivanova.
Kai Feng Lin.
Morgan J. Jones.
Chao Lei Ting.
Daniel Michael Carr.
Adri Lynn Voyle.
Grace Catherine Courthouse, also receiving a law degree.
Annika Regina Voss.
Daisy Zhuang Tui Lei.
Cody Lee Wright.
Grant Sage Lentz.
Shin Yue Ai.
Cha Ni Lu.
Inas Salah Al-Hudaythi.
Luke Arthur McCorkle.
Yitian Kai.
Mackenzie Renee Moran.
Ziyue Hu.
Andrew Mack Morrissey.
Ziyo Lin.
Nu An Nguyen.
Shuizhong Swen.
Thi Min An Nguyen.
Nicholas Philip Joseph Boudreau.
Vi Nak Lan Nguyen.
Morgan Lee Donovan.
Danielle Sophia Nealon.
Ryan Bernard Joseph Griffin.
April Jean O'Hare.
Monique Hare.
Hannah Park.
Suzanne Marie Kavanaugh.
Kylie Catherine Parker.
Nazem Shafiq Kotadia.
Jonathan Holmes Peoples.
Frances Elizabeth Mears.
Sebastian Peña.
Caitlin Nicole Morin.
Ingrid Berza.
Jayla Ray Marie Turenberg.
Kyle Sperry Radosevich.
Megan Vanderhayden.
Carlos Eduardo Ramirez Masuera.
Vuk Vakailovich.
Amy Griffiths Reynolds.
Brianne Nicole Zimmerman.
Braden Grant Ronco.
Aaron Chase Becking.
Leon Christopher Reuter.
Leah Ann Claire.
Sarah Kennedy Smith.
Jimmy Lamb.
Morgan Young Subert.
Shazia Rajan Kimberry.
Zoe Asia Theros.
Michael Twaits.
Brennan Alexander Twiggs.
Jacob Stephen Anderson.
Matthew Villarreal, employee.
Wendy Arms, spouse of employee Jeremy Arms.
Tan Trung Vu.
Griffin Brenner Joseph Balkin.
Anastasia Lynn Warner.
Brianna Lynn Covert.
Riley O'Brien Warren.
Catherine Marie Eckhart.
Brian Watson.
Ellie Kelly Elizabeth Erwart.
Sarah Lynn Welchel, employee.
Caitlin Elizabeth Hannon.
Yuliang Zhou.
Lucille J. Holloway.
Tyler Cole Baker.
Natalie Rachel Cole.
Elena Jean Kapoman.
Catherine Landy.
Elijah Blair Mike.
Margot Landerville.
George Wapshilai Moody.
Abigail May Laufer.
Shane Charles Moses.
Colin Travis Lonigan.
Mackenzie E. Skellinger.
Ashley McGuire.
Evan Ryan Smith.
Jessica K. Marie Moore.
Jacqueline Leah Smith.
Joshua Reynolds.
Trudy A. Takes Enemy.
Kegley Alexis Shue.
Charity Rose View.
Molly Scout Smith.
Oliver Alp Gustav Anderson.
Haley Ann Berkeley.
Oliver Henry Hunter V.
Naomi Elizabeth Bird.
Joseph Oliveri Berg.
Lin Shuang Chu.
Emma Brooks Dujensky, also seeking a law degree.
Delaney Marie Ferguson.
Wyatt Hoke.
Bailey Jean Folkers.
Lucas Linders.
Nikayla Anna Reinhardt.
Noah Jonathan Lowry.
Ciara Renee Souza.
Kyler Marsh.
Kelly Ann Taylor.
Katrina Grace Wagner.
Emily Rose Tim. This concludes the conferring of degrees in the School of Education.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present candidates for master's degrees in the School of Leadership Studies.
Erica Michelle Adams, spouse of employee Ryan Adams.
Benjamin McHorse.
Kendra Ann Ansoteague.
Jonathan Allen Melander.
D. Marzano Bravo.
J. Egner Nakahara.
Melinda R. Cadwallader.
John Anthony Oliveri.
Kristen Lee Carver.
Caitlin Elaine Orndorff.
Jennifer Maureen Darling.
Andres Ortega Rivares.
Grace Mayone Davis Nicholson, employee.
Benjamin Matthew Paz.
Megan Eaton.
Keenan Xander Rice.
Jessica Engelhart.
Brannigan Cameron Roy.
Jesden Salvador Farrell.
Caden Joseph Tanas.
Kinpeng J. Go.
Vera Yatchenko. This concludes the conferring of degrees in the School of Business Administration.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present master's candidates for the School of Engineering and Applied Science.
Shiloh Fryho.
Kayla Ray Johnson.
Takili Mengitsu Tafesi. This concludes the conferring of degrees in the School of Engineering and Applied Science.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present the doctoral and master's candidates for the School of Health Sciences.
McKenna B. Ackerman.
Kelly Ann Kaler.
Joseph Adams.
Kate Laurel Koranovic.
Nicole Danielle Adams.
Alyssa Carol Lucas, employee.
Annette Lynn Anderson.
Aaron Cook Madison.
Emily Pamille Anderson.
Bernabe Modis Yenny.
Renee Guadalupe Ariola.
Sophia Dorothy Maury.
Brian Barbero.
Kelsey Jean Kinkelar Murray.
Janessa Felices Barrios.
Troy Palmer.
Elizabeth Ann Bjork.
Justin Matthew Pyhowski.
Christy Eileen Brault.
Diane Bagley Rice.
Sandra Bravo.
Samantha Louise Scott, employee.
Hazel Cindy Pineda Calilung.
Anna Schaefer.
Christine Diane Campbell.
Aubrey H. Silva.
Candy Ann Coelly.
Heather Desiree Mirand Tackett.
Amy Michelle Cohey.
Ryan Dea Thomas, employee.
Kendra Joyce Collin.
Kanani Tuiloma.
Amanda Kate Davis.
Andrew Heeman Alcacer Cho.
Heather Ray Day.
Logan Avery Ammerman.
Jessica Ray DePass.
Courtney Elizabeth Bauer.
Amber Lynn Doffing.
Chloe Bogardus.
Alexander Connor Edgmond.
Zachary David Bright.
Heidi Ann Fanslow.
Lauren Porche Bryant.
Michelle Leanne Ferderer.
Stacy Lynn Buckley.
Colleen Ruth Field.
Tria Lene Bullard.
Colette Jane Flinkfelt.
Kayuan Chi, employee.
Kristen Nicole Frisk.
Kathleen Maxwell Clark.
Alexis Ann Gashler.
Kyla Johanna Colleton, child of faculty member Clayton Colleton.
Kamalpreet Cargill.
Dustin Davis Cooley.
Victoria Michelle Hampton.
Katie Dalrymple.
Sherry Lynn Hancock.
Christopher John DeCola.
Amber Rose Hashizumi.
Joanna Yvonne Dobson.
Tasha Renee Horton.
Samuel Dower.
Rashmi Humagai.
Eric J. Espinoza.
Emily Ann Hurd.
Kenyon Teresa Fleming.
Salima Hussein.
Desiree Gallagher.
Dana Jacobson, employee.
Kristen Elise Garcia.
Erica Leilani Johnson.
Lydia Karma Gardner.
Anna M. Kastenbaum.
Sarah Gore.
Harriet Mora Kimori.
Sarah Payen Huang Groot.
Aaron T. Kroll.
Sarah Christine Google.
Shelby Lee Locke.
Brittany Renee Hansen.
Jessime Joxing McIlvain.
Lori Kathleen Hardy.
Jessica Brooke Metcalf.
Miranda Hinkle.
Jennifer Michelle Mole.
Rebecca Macaulay Hutchison.
Julie May Morgan Vaughn.
Michael Dale Jacobson, spouse of employee Dana Jacobson.
Vernon Todd Mullins.
Jennifer Lou Jensen.
Mary Nampinje Mosoke.
Michelle Yanger.
Samantha Ann Neeson.
Amanda Colleen Kelly.
Legia Ognian.
Megan Kilner.
Brianna Alberta Pardo.
Alyssa Hajan Kim.
Melissa Ann Phelan.
Michael Francis Lee.
Nancy Annette Poole.
Tracy Marie Madden McMahon.
Jada Danelle Pushusta.
Cheryl Joanne Martin.
Luis Razo.
Edith Yolanda Moraz.
Amy C. Roberts.
Matthew Dennis Morey.
Terry Ann Madeja Schneider.
Krista Lisa K. O'Brien, employee.
Angela Ann Shemwell.
Fred Pacifico.
Devin James Slade.
Megan Paget.
Tawny Elizabeth Tidd.
Jason Scott Panko.
Aria Lyndon Ross Turney.
Daisha Nicole Parker.
Shannon Colleen Valentine.
James Allen Prufnick.
Nicole Janine Walters Pekarsky.
James Patrick Purdy.
Megan Ann Weeks.
Jacqueline Nicole Rainey.
Lindsay Marie West.
Andrew Joseph Reeder, employee.
Lindsay Nicole Zamaripa. This concludes the conferring of degrees in the School of Health Sciences.
Shane Rowe. Magdalena Perez Salcedo. Evan Max Schanzenbach, employee. Lisa Schwarzenberg, employee. Stacy Enoch Simmons. Ian Sebastian Smith. Marianne K. Stebbins. Jessica Dawn J.D. Sumsky. Sahara Celeste Suval. Kathleen Louise Sweeney. Tahira Gibson Thompson. Kaylee Taomi Trong. Kaylin Tauvi Trong. Long. Paul John Turchin. Nicholas Anthony Urbano. Brittany J. Van Blaricom. Maria Vitiello. Brittany Nicole Weedman. Wade Westwood. Sarah Zalutko, employee. This concludes the conferring of degrees in the School of Leadership Studies.
On behalf of Gonzaga University and all who are present, I share in the appreciation and gratitude of all it took for our students to achieve their academic dream. President McCullough, faculty, and honored guests, it is my pleasure to present to you the Gonzaga University graduating class of 2024. And now, graduates, it's time to turn the tables. Will all the degree recipients please rise and give a round of applause in appreciation to all the faculty, the staff, and the family who've guided you to this accomplishment. Thank you. Please be seated. Here to welcome our newest graduates into the alumni family is Associate Director of Admissions, Carrie Weeks.
Welcome, graduate class of 2024. Some say that commencement is the end of your Gonzaga journey, but let me assure you, it's only the beginning. My name is Carrie Weeks. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm proud to be a double Zag with degrees in the undergraduate class of 1997 and the graduate class of 2009 in school counseling. Woo! All right, my school counselors are out there. Awesome. As the first and only person in my family to earn a bachelor's degree and then later a master's, I have always been drawn to the opportunity that higher education provides and the responsibility that it bestows. Inspired by my time as an undergraduate at Gonzaga, I served in the Jesuit Volunteer Corps in Richmond, Virginia, teaching adult education and GED classes. My journey brought me back to Spokane and GU, where I started my master's. And I've been honored to work with so many bright and dedicated high school and transfer students through Gonzaga's Office of Admission. Along the way, I met my partner, Richard, also a ZAG, and we tried to raise our 13-year-old son, RJ, and our 8-year-old daughter, Leah, with the intentionality and others-centered principles that we both found evident at Gonzaga. Over the past 27 years since my graduation, I witnessed how the values instilled here have guided me through my fulfilling career in higher education, and they've nurtured my family life, as well as continuously pushed me toward personal growth and reflection. I am grateful to GU for all the university has given me. And graduates, I'm excited for you as you begin your post-academic journeys. So this moment is very pivotal, so we're going to capture it. So please take out your phones. This is the time you're going to take selfies with the people next to you. If you don't have a phone, then help the other person over, and I'm going to take a picture of you as well as we do this. So get your phones out. All right. Okay, so this will be your first picture as the alumni class of 2024. Soon you'll find it in your Gonzaga alumni and friends email. I'd also like to ask all Gonzaga alumni present from every class and degree to please stand and be recognized. You are evidence of all that a Gonzaga degree can do. In your professions and communities, you lead, inspire, and succeed. Thank you for your ongoing support. To this sea of graduates in front of me, welcome to the ZAG alumni family. With over 65,000 members worldwide, our network will be a beacon, no matter where your journey takes you. Remember that the relationships you formed here will extend globally through 53 ZAG alumni chapters and affinity groups like Alumni of Color, Military Service, Lavender, and Native American communities. Among ZAG alumni and friends, there's a place for everyone. Be confident that your Gonzaga network, a century strong, will continue to support you throughout your life. Now, go ahead and share those selfies with your loved ones, your social networks, and friends. Let them see the joy of your achievement. Ignite your ZAG network, and remember that we are not just holders of a Jesuit degree, we are carriers of hope. Embrace this responsibility and wear your accomplishments with pride. Finally, graduates of the class of 2024, you're equipped not just to face the world, but to change it for the better. Remember, once a ZAG, always a ZAG. Go forth boldly, empower others, and let's continue this journey together. Congratulations.
Thank you, Carrie. I welcome Father Romeo Brahma of the Society of Jesus to come to the podium to give a benediction.
Let us pray. We give you thanks, loving God, for this day. As these men and women go forward, may they remember you are in all things and all people. May they share the fruit of their knowledge and their education for the betterment of all. May their commitment to justice lead them to make a positive difference in our world. May they build community wherever they go and remain forever an important part of our Gonzaga community. Finally, May they, through their ongoing growth in wisdom and grace, bring others to you as they share their talents in the wider world. We ask you, Father and Mother to us all, to protect and guide them throughout their lives. May they truly be men and women for others, and with their lives give you ever greater honor and glory. Amen.
Thank you, Father Brahma. A thank you to the many members and partners of the Gonzaga community who helped make today's celebration a reality. We're especially grateful to Angelique Albert for her inspiring words, to Tracy Madden McMahon for her sharing her story, and to Whitney Franklin for her inspiring service to Gonzaga. All guests and graduates are invited to enjoy a champagne reception here in the McCarthy Athletic Center concourse all around the perimeters in the lobbies following the ceremony. Students, you are invited to ascend the stairs out of the arena up to the concourse level to join your family and friends. There will be stations throughout the concourse for each school and college so you can find your friends and family members. The School of Health Sciences will be over to this side of the arena, way to the corner on my left. The College of Arts and Sciences will be immediately to my left up above. The School of Business Administration will be to the back side of the arena over toward Hamilton Avenue. The School of Education will be to the right side of the arena toward the back. And the School of Leadership Studies will be here on the right side to my right-hand side, your left, at the back side of this side of the arena. Class of 2024 alumni, please remain seated as the faculty and the stage party exit. This concludes Gonzaga University's 131st graduate commencement ceremony.